Hi, and thank you for joining me for another session of Good Grief Girl. My name is April Chanel, and I am the founder of aprilchanel.com and the Good Grief Girl YouTube channel. If you're here, you're probably someone who's going through some type of loss, some type of death, divorce, or life transition. Today, I want to talk about something. It's like a reading, and some of you will be familiar with this reading, some of you may not, but it says, "Perfect love casts out all fear." Oftentimes, the grievers, whether you're going through a death, divorce, or life transition, that you often will feel fear. A lot of fear, a lot of anxiety that comes in because you're going through some type of behavior change. If you're someone who's going through a divorce or separation, that fear is there. And I want to say that again, perfect love casts out all fear. So if this channel has been helpful for you, just even already as I'm getting into the YouTube, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe so that you know every time I post a video on this channel. So one of the things to the healing and recovery process, that is my goal. My goal is to help you heal quicker and faster so that you become more resilient, so that you recover fast to get back to your normal or oftentimes your new self, because with new information, new education comes a new self. Let's just talk about that for a moment, because sometimes we get confused, especially in relationships, when we talk about love. What is love? I feel like, I'm going through this divorce. Was it really love? Or I'm having this transition, but I feel this fear, feel this anxiety. Is it really love? Perfect love casts out all fear. So remember that if you're in a relationship, and especially if you're going through a divorce, think about that for a moment. Do I have overwhelming fear, overwhelming anxiety? Is my body just sometimes with grief, the body can feel debilitated. It can feel like it's in just a vulnerable state. And I know I've experienced, and many of my clients have also experienced, where you go through this debilitating state, and it's like your body is just traumatized from the transition. So perfect love casts out all fear. When we feel fear about that next step, when we feel fear that we cannot go on, the best thing that you can do for yourself in that state of recovery is just to begin to love yourself, love your body, do something for yourself, do something for your body that's going to show love and empathy towards you, not towards the outside, towards you. And this is what I would also question you, and I'm going to especially stay on the divorce piece, because oftentimes when someone is going through a transition, and it's such a big piece of grief, because that's such a scary time, and it's a fearful time, because you have to think about, oh my God, I'm going to be independent again. And especially if you have kids, okay, I'm going to be a single parent now. Those are things that sort of cause that fear and anxiety to truly, truly rise. When you feel that fear and anxiety, that is one thing that you can say. Perfect love casts out all fear. If you are an empathetic person, especially if you're a parent, begin to love your child, love yourself. And especially if you are a believer in God, trust God, because God's perfect love also casts out that fear that you may have. And that's a strong quote, it's a strong scripture, it's a strong reading. Perfect love casts out all fear. And that helps you in that arena, wherever you are in your fear, to really look at that. Is this real love? Is this organic love? Because if this is real love, it's going to cast out. You're not going to be afraid for your life. You're not going to feel that you're losing. Okay? Even if it's a transition to a promotion, you're not going to feel that you're losing. You're going to feel that you're winning. And so really question yourself in that. Perfect love casts out all fear. So if you're someone today that has been just overwhelmed by fear, overwhelmed by the grief of loss, put some love on you. And I'm going to say a little prayer for you, that God will just cover you with his love today. So thank you for joining me for another session of Good Grief Girl. My name is April Chanel. If you have not visited my website yet, please go to aprilchanel.com, book your session today, or download our free ebook with the grief recovery method. The information will be below. So thank you for joining me. I'll keep making these videos, but one thing I can tell you is just to keep moving. Keep moving through the grief. Keep showing yourself love and empathy through the grief. That's going to be so important in your healing process. To be able to move, to be able to love yourself, to be able to self-care for yourself. And that is my goal for you, to help you recover faster, quicker, to become more resilient. So take care of yourself. And if you are able, take care of others. Until next time, see you later.